Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Let me roll up my blunt real quick, dog. You know what I'm talking about? What y'all on today, man? Snacks on Sports, man. I'm back with another one of them hoes. You feel me? Let me see if this make any difference with the lighting and all that. It probably won't, but you know, I'm gonna try it out anyway. Mm-hmm. See if I can brighten a little light real quick. I mean, you know, it don't really need all that, but you know. Man, what's good with y'all though, bruh? Snacks on Sports. I'm back with another one, man. You feel me? I'm gonna just have fun with this one. I mean, I have fun with all of them, but you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no this one probably ain't really gonna be that long. Maybe like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. That's short for me. You know, I can go on one for about an hour, 2 hours on them hoes, you feel me? But we fucking around with it like this, man. We got these fakers, these woeful ass Lakers, man. I mean, damn. I mean, just damn, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is bad. You feel me? So we got the Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers, like LOSS. Yeah. Because them niggas is losers, man. LeBron James, boy, you ain't nowhere near close to being a motherfucking GOAT, nigga. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's B Jada, so you know who said it. On my pack shit, boy. So, hey, you niggas can't tell me nothing, dog. And then we got my nigga Steph, you know what I mean? And this bum ass nigga Marcus Smart trying to injure nigga. Nah, he wasn't trying to injure my nigga, but still though, man, you out here diving that nigga's legs. You know what I'm saying? You know, knees and ankles and shit out here trying to hurt niggas, man. You know, we don't rock like that in the Bay, boy. You lucky you was able to get up off this motherfucker. Hurt Steph Curry. So I'm gonna talk about these Lakers, man. I'm gonna talk about Steph Curry and his injury and how it's gonna affect the Warriors going forward. But first, man, these Lakers, man. I mean, damn, bro. You 11 games under 500. You know, 2-9, I believe, since the All-Star break. You're getting outscored like the last 3 games. They've been outscored something crazy like I don't know, something crazy. They've been outscored by like 20, 30 points on an average of 20 points for the last 3 games at the start of every game. So I seen the stat yesterday. You know what I mean? I forgot what you know the exact number, but basically they didn't got outscored by an average of 20 points all of their last 3 games. So right now, when you play the Lakers, they gonna spot you 20 all time. You know what I'm saying? They gonna spot your motherfucking ass 20. You know what I mean? So they might as well start the game off 20-0. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas, man, hey, them niggas ain't showing up ready. You know what I mean? Them niggas are sleepy, tired. You know what I mean? No energy, effort, nothing. And then they try to make a little run. You know what I mean? At some point of the game, but by the end, it's too late. You niggas be getting embarrassed, all type of shit. So last night, they played against Minnesota Timberwolves, who, you know, when you think about the Minnesota Timberwolves, you think of, man, y'all lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves, man, they trash. But Minnesota not trash this year. They're actually a good team. You know what I mean? They're not Are they a championship contender? No, fuck no, they're not. But from where they have been, you know what I mean, the past few years, or for the most of their existence, they actually good this year. You know what I mean? I actually think they actually the opposite of the Lakers. You know what I mean? Meaning the Lakers is 11 games under 500. I think they 11 games. I think the Timberwolves is 11 games over 500. You know what I'm saying? So, man, the Lakers played the Minnesota Timberwolves last night. You know what I mean? Who are up and coming team. Didn't see the game, but in the highlights, I don't remember seeing D'Angelo Russell, so I don't even think he played. You feel me? Cat Williams been going crazy on niggas, you know what I mean? So he did his thing, and Pat Bev, Pat Bev just every time he play against LeBron and Russ, he gonna bring it. You know what I mean? He gonna bring that tenacity, that toughness, that irritation of being an irritant. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get up under your skin. He gonna play with you mentally. He gonna talk shit. You know what I'm saying? And last night was no different. It was just embarrassing last night. Kate Dressbrook. I mean, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about when I say Kate Dressbrook, I'm talking about your boy. You know I'm talking about Russell Westbrook. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't like when niggas say Westbrook, call him out his motherfucking name. I don't give a damn. Your ass is Russell West motherfucking Brick, boy. You know what I'm saying? Or as I like to say, Kate Dressbrook. I call him Kate Dressbrook. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got a problem with a nigga calling him Westbrook, but he ain't got a problem putting on a full-fledged skirt as a grown-ass, so-called masculine, muscular, thick-neck ass man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Kate Dressbrook, you talking about you can't bring your kids and your son to the so you don't want nobody to hear you don't want your son to hear nobody calling you Westbrook, but you okay with your son seeing you in a full-fledged dress. Hey, pretty fucking confusing to me. You know what I mean? I would think that that I wouldn't really want my son to see me in no damn skirt, thinking that it's okay for a man to put on a damn dress. But hey, you all cool with that. But no, don't call me Westbrook when that's all I'm damn throwing up is bricks all damn day. Boy, you're airballing. You're shooting off the side of the backboard. When you shoot, you're hitting all backboard. When it hit the rim, it clank off the rim so motherfucking bad, like it's going to break a motherfucking neck when it come back to the ground. I mean, you're airballing point-blank layups. I mean, it's like you the motherfucker, you the niggas from the Space Jam movie, from the first Space Jam movie. When they took them niggas talents and shit, when they took all they skills and they talents and became the Monstars. Yeah. That's you. That's you. The nigga that was in it, you should have been in Space Jam. You know what I mean? Playing that Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Muggsy Bogues, Sean Marion, not Sean Marion, the big tall, Sean Bradley, you know what I'm saying, role, you know what I mean? In the first Space Jam movie, when them niggas got all they skills and talents took by the Monstars. You know what I mean? So the Monstars got your talents right now, boy. You feel me? Because right now, I mean, you playing like you supposed to be in the G League, dog. If I'm just keeping it all the way 100. If I'm just keeping it all the way 100. And no, it's not all Russell Westbrook's fault. Kate Dressbrook. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the Lakers this year? It's not all his fault. But it's a lot his fault. You know what I'm saying? But it's also a lot of LeBron James. I ain't forgot about you, boy. Yeah. Because you want to just escape away and try to escape criticism and don't want nobody to talk shit about you. But you say you the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? What type of motherfucking GOAT, greatest of all time ass nigga, is 11 games under 500 and they came into the year as a team that was supposed to be contending for a championship? And you got 4, 5, 6 Hall of Famers on your team, 4 NBA top 75 players, should be 5. Okay, if we talk about Dwight Howard should be on that list of that top 75. But I mean, y'all damn near got an all-star team, Olympic team, dog. And what is going on? You're trying to blame Frank Vogel, okay? And it ain't his damn fault. He got no fucking say in what's going on with the Los Angeles Lakers as far as personnel. He has none. You feel me? He's a puppet. So you can't blame him. Reports say he didn't want Russell Westbrook. Y'all gave him the nigga anyway. Like, what the fuck type shit is that? I'm telling you, this ingredient is not going to work with this particular meal that I'm preparing. You gonna put it in my motherfucking meal anyway for what I'm cooking? And then you wonder why the shit tastes bad? I tried to tell you it didn't go. It wasn't gonna fit. It wasn't gonna work. You know what I mean? It don't mix. You know what I mean? But hey, you want to find out for your motherfucking self, and then now you want to blame me because the food don't taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like Bill Parcells say, if you want me to cook the meal, you got to let me go buy the groceries, man. It's just you know, it's just what it is. So Frank Vogel should not be blamed. It ain't not 1%. None. He don't deserve no blame at all. None. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? Because what y'all want him to do? Y'all gonna blame the coach, and you got a nigga who's supposed to be the greatest basketball player of all time. Michael Jordan. Put Michael Jordan in his prime on his team. You think they're 11 games under 500? Fuck no. You feel me? Now I know motherfuckers say, oh, well, LeBron is, you know, well, he ain't in his prime either. I can't tell from what y'all say. Y'all tell me, keep looking at the stats. Look at the stats. Oh, he's averaging 30, this and that. He's close to passing Kareem, and he's first player in history with 10,000 points and rebounds and assists and blah, 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 blah. So all y'all keep telling me is this still the same LeBron James from 5-10 years ago? You know what I'm saying? But he ain't in his prime when it fits your narrative. You know what I mean? To make whatever point you try to prove to make yourself look right. now he ain't in his prime. But when y'all want to talk about he the GOAT and he doing this in his 19th year and he 37 and 38 and no other player has ever done this late in his career and blah 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 blah. Now then he's still in his prime. But when he losing, oh man, he ain't got no help. He ain't got no help. This nigga got all the help. Nigga ain't no other team in the NBA like that. Nigga Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis. I mean, what the fuck? You had Rajon Rondo earlier in the year. You know what I'm saying? You got Malik Monk. He been balling. I mean, what's up? Ain't no excuses, man. You just suck, man. That's all. Ain't nothing, you know, you just suck. That's just what it is. Ain't nothing else to even talk about. And you're not the GOAT. You're not the GOAT, boy. You ain't gonna never be the GOAT. Okay? You're not even close to being the GOAT. So, you feel me? That's just me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. You niggas can be mad. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm hating. I'm this. I'm that. The proof is in the pudding, my nigga. If you are... See, they want you to just look at these stats and all this shit to LeBron. Fuck them stats. What's your team record? That's what tell you how good you are. We done seen many motherfuckers put up stats on bad teams. Yeah, that's how Kevin Love got his motherfucking. I'm not shitting on Kevin Love because I think Kevin Love was a great player in Minnesota. Okay, before he went to Cleveland. But once he went to Cleveland and he wasn't putting up them same numbers, which how could he when he playing with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving? He ain't gonna be able to put up the same numbers just by default. You feel me? He had a role to play to try to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? But when he got to Cleveland, he wasn't putting up the same numbers. Oh, it was just because he was putting up them numbers on a bad team. Well, he ain't really that good. He was putting up all them numbers just because he was with Minnesota. Well, that's the same thing what's going on with the Lakers and LeBron James right now. They're a bad team. He putting up a whole bunch of good numbers on a bad team. It don't fucking matter. His numbers have no impact on the game. Otherwise, he would be winning. So I don't want to hear it. You know, I don't give a fuck about them stats. I don't give a fuck if those niggas score 40, 50, 60 points. Did you win, bitch? Did you win? Okay, that's all I need to know. All that other shit, hey, I don't give a damn about. You know what I'm talking about? So that's all it is. You know what I mean? That's what it is when it comes to that, man, with me. You know what I mean? And them fakers. And Pat Bev, I mean, Russell, what, you know, Pat Bev out there embarrassing you, boy. I mean, talking all type of shit. He had, you know, this nigga airballing. I mean, just the disrespect of the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Los Angeles Lakers, them fakers, yesterday. I mean, the disrespect, but that's all at an all-time high. This nigga Russell Westbrook shot a three, airballed it, shot it on one side. The shit airball came on the other side. Karl Anthony Towns caught the rebound. I started looking up like, the fuck? Did somebody open a window? He gave the ball to motherfucking Pat Bear. He threw the ball in the air and ducked like it. Like, oh shit, I'm getting hit in the head from an air ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just blatant disrespect. Pat Bev also yelling at the motherfucking Lakers bench, putting his hand over his nose, talking about this nigga trash. He stinks. Trash. Ew. You know what I'm saying? Like, just blatant disrespect. That nigga Pat Bev walked up to motherfucking LeBron James, patted him on the butt. It's gonna be all right, boy. You supposed to be the GOAT. Man, imagine Michael Jordan being in a situation like that. Man, please. Michael Jordan would never be in a situation like that. I don't even know why we even keep bringing up Michael Jordan talking about LeBron James. It's pretty much disrespect to Michael Jordan. Because they not in the same, you know, Michael Jordan's all alone by himself, brother. So they not, you know, they're not comparable to one another. One is far superior than the other. So what are we talking about here? But yeah, man, I mean, it was just, you know, I mean, it's just bad. You know, this Lakers team is just, they not even playing hard. They playing like they've given up on the season. How do you have a pantheon player like LeBron James, who's supposed to be the GOAT, and the team just didn't gave up? I don't get it. I don't get it, bruh. Is it because you, GOAT, have given up? And if you didn't give it up, I mean, come on, man. You definitely can't be the GOAT. Ain't no GOATs giving up, nigga. So the whole GOAT debate, GOAT talk shit when it comes to LeBron James, man, y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all got to stop talking about it. He's proven to you with every passing day, every game, every year, that they're not the same. Michael Jordan did everything he did within like a 12, 13 year time span, bro. He didn't need 20 to fucking 25 years to do all that shit. He did all that shit in like 12, 13 years. 6 NBA final championships, 6 final MVPs, defensive player of the year, 5 league MVP awards, 10, 11, however many scoring titles, however many all NBA teams. I mean, hella all defensive first teams, like all-star MVPs, slam dunk competition champions. I mean, bro, just stop it. with the LeBron James Michael Jordan comparison. It's embarrassing to LeBron James. He's not Michael Jordan, bro. He's not better than Michael Jordan. Okay? His numbers are going to be better from a total at not from a year to year thing. I mean, just like on a total level, as far as like total career numbers, points, and all that other shit. He's going to have better numbers because he's playing far more games, bro. Even right now at this point, he done already played like 400 or something more games than Michael Jordan. Think about that. Think about that. I seen a stat. It was forgive me if I'm off by a little bit, but somewhere, he didn't at least play somewhere along the lines of 100 more games than him already and counting. He's gonna, play for another, at least at minimum 2 or 3 years, barring injury and all that other type of shit. He want to play with his fucking son and all that. That's a whole different story. But and his son can't come to the NBA for another 3 years. So he want to at least play for another 3 years. So, and he got less rings, less MVPs, less scoring titles, less defensive player of the year awards. He got less everything, but he's gonna less career scoring average, all that. But he's gonna have more total points, more total rebounds, more total assists, and all of that other shit. Because Michael Jordan didn't have to play 20, 21, 22 fucking years to do all that. He came in, boom, made his impact. I'm the motherfucking greatest of all time. Let me win my 6 championships, do everything I got. Hey, I got to get the fuck up out of here, man. I ain't got time to keep going back. Y'all niggas, the nigga retired the first time because it's like, this shit, I mean, I don't have no more. I done won 3 in a row. Ain't nobody, when Michael Jordan three-peated and the Bulls three-peated, that was the first three-peat in modern era. That shit hadn't happened since the fucking Celtics in the 60s and shit. When they won 11 out of 13 championships because it was like fucking 8, 9, 10 teams in the league, nigga. Fuck out of here with this shit, man. There ain't no fucking debate, man. Michael Jordan, and like I always say, Jordan was one of my favorite players growing up, but he wasn't like my bona fide favorite player. But he was one because everybody liked Michael Jordan because he was Jordan. That was like, who don't fucking like Michael Jordan? Everybody want to be like Mike. But then, so we had other players that we looked at as our favorite players. You know what I mean? For me, it was Allen Iverson, B.J. Armstrong, Reggie Miller, some other names, all that some younger players might not know of. Like, I remember Richard Dumas playing for the motherfucking Phoenix Suns. I remember Todd Day playing for the Milwaukee Bucks. I used to like all of them players. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Players like that. But everybody liked Michael Jordan. So like I'm saying, but he wasn't my absolute favorite fucking player growing up. I rooted for him, yeah. But I rooted for him because B.J. Armstrong was my favorite player and he played for the Bulls and I wanted to see them do good. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this ain't somebody saying, and I done said this in past videos, this ain't just somebody saying this just because I'm a Michael Jordan fan and shit. Nah, I'm not calling this not a, this ain't no bias, nothing. If I don't got no dog in this fight, man. It don't help me or hurt me to say that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. So if he was, I would say it. I'm old enough to see Michael Jordan play as a kid and see motherfucking LeBron James play. Since Michael Jordan has came into the league, everybody that was in the league while he was in the league and everybody that has came after, since he been done in 2003 or since he retired that last time, I haven't seen anybody come into the league that's better than him. I haven't. Steph Curry is my favorite player. He damn sure ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan. Okay? Kobe Bryant, probably the closest thing, but he's not better than Michael Jordan. Okay? Like, so, and I said that because Steph Curry and Kobe Bryant are both more of favorite players of mine than Michael Jordan. But I understand what Michael Jordan represents. He's the greatest motherfucker all time. Don't nobody compare to him, bro. Like he's just on some whole other level. So y'all can stop with that shit. Let that shit go. All you niggas gonna do is just keep embarrassing LeBron, bro, because it's not gonna get better from here. I don't see him winning another championship. Okay, it's gonna keep getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Like it probably need to at this point. It's probably better that your motherfucking ass retire. Okay, I know you want to keep playing. All this nigga playing for, he want to just get Kareem's scoring title. That's all, bro. That's all he trying to do, because that's another feather in the cap for motherfuckers that don't know and ain't never seen Michael Jordan to say, oh, look at, he has the most total points in NBA history. He must be better than Michael Jordan. No. No. Sorry. If Michael Jordan played 20 fucking years, my nigga, them fucking stats would be out of this fucking, that should be done. Michael Jordan wasn't playing to become the fucking greatest scorer of all time and shit. That's not why he was playing. He was playing to dominate your bitch ass and win the game and win a motherfucking championship. And once he felt like that part of his life was over, he moved the fuck on. Now that don't mean now he moved on as far as now is he still competitive? I know motherfuckers, he moved on and he came back 2 or 3 times, and even to this day he's still competitive and he act like he still want to play. He can still play now. That's just the competitor in him. That's just the competitor in him. He can't play for fucking ever and shit. That's just because you can't play no more. When I say can't play, I mean because of age, because you got older. You know what I'm saying? Just because he can't play no more, that don't mean that his competitive fire then waned, and left his body. Nah, he's still uber competitive, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. And that's something LeBron James ain't got, boy. You ain't competitive, nigga. You don't want to compete. You want to have all the motherfucking good players on your motherfucking team to cheat and win all the championships, so you can get all the motherfucking credit, because they're going to give all the credit to you, and so you can act like you better than Michael Jordan, nigga. But you got 3, 4, 5 fucking other Hall of Famers on the team with you. Please. Michael Jordan ain't never played on no motherfucking teams like this. Niggas, man, please. So, hey, as long as y'all keep doing this shit, bro, as long as y'all keep talking about LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan and all this fuckery, I'm gonna keep going in and telling you why he not. Because he ain't. You feel me? As I fire up my motherfucking blunt, bitch. So, yeah, man, the Lakers just suck, bro. I mean, it's not. Let me see if I can show y'all some of these highlights real quick, man. You know what I'm talking about? Man, because I'm finna get to these Warriors. And we get to these Warriors and the Steph Curry injury in a minute. Oh, we got breaking news with the Steph shit. Not really breaking news, but the same fucking bullshit news we didn't been having, man. But yeah, let me get to this real quick, man. This is the first thing that popped up that I see related to what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just go to this. Skip and Shannon, undisputed. My niggas. Skip Bayless, you be saying a lot of shit I don't fuck with, you know what I mean? But I fuck with you, boy. You little bitch. Shannon Sharp, I fuck with you too. You be saying some bullshit I don't agree with either though.
Patrick Beverly saying he's trash. He's trash. Maybe they weren't talking to him, but they were talking about him. After what transpired up under the basket, he looked to the Lakers bench, said he's trash, held his nose when he shot that air ball. Carl Anthony Towns, Pat Beverly had the ball because the T-Wolves called a timeout. He threw the ball up in the air like somebody was throwing it. Like somebody tried to hit him in the head with the ball and he had to duck. They're talking about you. And I got no problem with the trash talking. Still, people don't look at the Lakers. This is not the Showtime Lakers. This is not Shaq and Kobe's Lakers. This is not Powell and Kobe's Lakers. This is not LeBron and AD Lakers, AD's first year there. They're down. When you're down, I'm going to beat you down. I'm going to keep you down.
Yeah.
Hey, remember all the too little.
You know.
Got no problem.
Look.
Game of basketball, you watch 60 games, you tell me what they think.
Look.
They would think he's a candidate to get cut.
Hey, no, they got no problem with that. You too little. The reason why I don't have a problem with them trash talking, because Russ started this mess. Russ trash talk all the time. He rocking the baby still. Hey, no, they got no problem with that. You too little. He got no problem. But bro, if you talk it, you got to be able to take it. Because at some point in time, they're going to get you. They're going to get you back. You ain't going to always be on top, trust me. I talk more you know what than anybody.
And that's all I'm saying. Russ. Can't dress Brooke, boy. You can dish it out. You can't take it, though, huh? You know what I'm saying? You can dish it out. You can't take it. I don't understand it, man. But he was right. Shannon Sharp was right. That nigga always rock the baby, or he too little. He too little. He can't. You know what I mean? So when a nigga giving it back to you, you know what I mean? Russell Westbrook go after the gang gonna say, I wasn't paying no attention to him, blah, blah, blah. They wasn't talking to me. They was talking right to you, brother. Right to you. You damn near the only nigga they talking to. You feel me? It's really you that they talking to. A little bit of LeBron, you know what I mean? Because he get his, but they ain't talking to Melo like that. You know what I'm saying? Melo, everybody fuck with Melo. And anybody else over there don't really matter like that. So yeah, because they got Lakers uniforms on, yeah, they talking to them. But who they talking to is Russell Westbrook and LeBron James, but mainly Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? That's who Minnesota was talking to.
But Skip, when they had a chance to beat the Broncos, they're not a good team. I wish I could dress up and get.
And when he's in the game, it just electrifies the game.
Yeah.
He brings energy. He brings electricity.
Right.
He's the worst.
Right.
He's 28% from three. Since the All-Star break, he's 11%.
They're not a good team. I wish I could dress up and small. All that time you was chirping with Pat Bear, he just running around out there saying nothing. Okay. It's time to get you back.
I hear everything you just said, but I'm going to go one level deeper on Russ. He has just worn me completely out with his delusional living in the past. Every postgame, he's looking at the reporters like, don't you know who you're talking to?
When they can get him off his phone.
Or reading the stats. Yeah.
Yeah, so when they can get him off his phone, you're absolutely right.
He looks up, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you realize who I am? I'm Russell Westbrook. And then he goes off on this rant the other day. And again, I feel sorry for his family, but it's his fault.
It's your fault,
They're
boy.
in this position. I can't take my kids to the games anymore. Well, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You are the single worst three-point shooter.
You're the single worst three-point shooter in the motherfucking league. It's your fault you can't bring your kids to the game. First of all, you should have never opened your mouth and said none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fans is going to say whatever the fuck they going to say. All of that. They not running up on you, putting their hands on you. Is there nothing like disrespecting you like that? They talking shit. They allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even mention that shit because now that's all they're going to do is talk shit more. But, hey, I agree with Skip. I mean, Russell Westbrook. Boy, you need to stop living in the past. All them triple-double years and all, man, that shit is over. Yo prime or you being like that dude on a team left when you left OKC. You should have just stayed there. You know what I mean? You know, you had a little bit of that kind of last year with the Washington Wizards. So I mean, or you should have stayed there. But you're not fit for a team like this, bro. You know what I mean? Especially not a team not with LeBron James. You know, it's just too much bullshit that's gonna come with that, man. And your style of play is gonna end up being, it's gonna end up causing issues like it is, and the media gonna be on niggas, and you playing for the Lakers, and man, this nigga did so much shit. Man, you supposed to be playing with your hometown team where you grew up. This nigga Russell Westbrook put out a motherfucking documentary or some shit before I don't know if y'all know this or remember this. Before the start of this year, he put out a documentary, like a Russell Westbrook documentary about his journey and his life, and all the other shit. Right at the beginning of the season, to talk about the fact that he back home, you know what I mean, playing for LA and all that shit. It's like, nigga, you do your own. Okay, yeah, you want to do a documentary, but it's like, bro, you making it like when you do that documentary, you making it like you like, this is it now. I'm coming home to win a championship. I'm coming home to be that nigga. You know what I mean? LA, this is my team now. Yeah, LeBron here, but hey, this is my team. That's like, man, nobody. You did all that shit at the beginning of the year with that damn documentary, nigga, and then you playing like shit, wearing dresses, wearing skirts and shit, boy. So they put it on Russell Westbrook a lot. It ain't all his fault. Like I said, LeBron James, they say niggas could have had old boy from the Kings. What's the nigga name? Buddy Hield. Could have had him. LeBron James said nah. Could have had DeMar DeRozan wanted to come to the Lakers. The niggas was like, nah. Because y'all motherfuckers wanted Russell Westbrook. Bruh. Russell Westbrook, he done lost all confidence, bro. He just out there playing. Them niggas don't even care no more, bro. Like, they know it's done. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to say, to me, this just proved this nigga LeBron James ain't no damn Michael Jordan. He ain't better than no damn Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? This ain't never happened to no Michael Jordan team or to where these niggas is just quitting. You know what I mean? Everybody getting the blame but LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Because he faking, putting up all these motherfucking numbers that don't matter. You know what I mean? Because you're losing, boy. So what do all the numbers matter when you're losing? Shit don't mean shit. You just chase, then you just trying to get that chase Kareem. So, hey, Lakers suck. You know what I mean? Triddash, man. Ass, man. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing it. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing to me. You know what I'm talking about? And it just is what it is. I hadn't talked shit about the Lakers, you know what I mean, in about a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for me to come back, you feel me, and bop them on the head one time. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, the other thing I want to talk about, man, my team, man, the Warriors, man. Marcus Smart. Nigga, your ass lucky you made it out the back. Nah, Marcus Smart diving for the ball, ended up injuring Steph Curry. I mean, nigga be back for the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs ain't nothing but what, 4 weeks away, about a month away. He'd be back for that, so I ain't worried about it. It's just the whole thing about it, man, is the whole year has been, man, wait till Clay come back. Wait till Clay come back. Then Clay come back, Dre. Man, once Dre get back, boy, woo, we finna be. And now Dre back, this nigga Steph hurt. It's like, bruh, you know what I mean? That's kind of the shit to have a nigga scratching his head, be like, man, is this shit meant to be this year? Because, man, I mean, and Steph ain't hurt for the year and all that, so it's all good. You know what I mean? He'll be back. You know what I mean? The reports is saying 3 weeks or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So 3 weeks ain't that bad. It's just like, bro, this is supposed to be the 3 weeks where we got our big three back, Steph, Clay, and Dre. And then we able to, because Poole doing this thug majig though. You hear me? Poole out there balling, and he doing his damn thing. And then it's a few other niggas that was playing a little better in the beginning of the year, but they not, or at least shooting a little better in the beginning of the year. But lately they've been kind of like Otto Porter Jr., you know what I mean? Earlier in the year, that boy was stroking that thing. Now, you know what I mean? He throwing up a few. He out there looking like Westbrook, you know what I mean? But then he doing other things though. See, that's the difference between a nigga like Otto Porter Jr. and a nigga like Russell Westbrook or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Otto Porter Jr. still gonna give you some defense, or at least attempt to. He gonna block a shot here or there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna grab you some rebounds, and you know what I mean. And if the three ain't going, occasionally he gonna try to get up in there, give you a little, you know what I mean, get you something a little closer to the basket. You know what I'm saying? So he can still give you other things if his motherfucking if his shot ain't falling. But yeah, I'm gonna need him to start. I'm gonna need him to start hitting that three like how he was earlier in the year. Balenciaga, I call that nigga Balenciaga, the tall European nigga, wherever the fuck he's from. But his name is Valencia or something. Nemanja Valencia, whatever. I call that nigga Balenciaga. He was balling earlier in the year. I mean, early in the year when we started out like 18-2. But since then, that boy, he damn near like the worst player in the league. I mean, worst player on the team. Now, he ain't the worst player on the team, but he been playing. I will say, for the past month, he been playing straight up trash. You know what I'm saying? And then he can't guard nobody on the, he can't guard nobody. He like a motherfucking statue down there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to defend these bigs out here. You know what I'm saying? They just dogging him. You know what I'm saying? But he has kind of played better like the last 1 or 2 games. You know what I'm saying? So I give him that. So, he kind of up and down. But now he ain't worse than Damian Lee. Damian Lee, I mean, damn. I despise this brother. You know what I'm saying? I really despise this brother, man, because he's really a G League player, bro. I mean, this nepotism shit gotta stop. Because you are Steph Curry's brother-in-law, okay? Because if y'all don't know, Damian Lee is married to Steph Curry's sister. Okay. So they're family members. You know what I'm saying? They family. I mean, if that's all it takes, I mean, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, brother, Steve Kerr. You know what I mean? Like, he like, I will say this, you feel me? Every player in the NBA will have a moment or two. You know what I'm saying? So has he had a moment? Have I ever seen times where he has kind of like hit a big shot where maybe we had needed it yeah, but not to the point to where it covers up or erases all his putrid play. I mean, this nigga is just trash, man. I mean, he throw up. It seemed like he's shooting like 10% out there. 10% every time he take a shot, it don't go in. Every time. You know what I'm saying? He be out there doing dumb shit, fouling niggas, turning the ball over. Like, he's just a very bad basketball player. He's not very good. You know what I'm saying? And Steve Kerr keep trotting his ass out there, talking about, well, he gives us good energy. And man, I don't give a fuck about that energy, nigga. You know what I mean? Keep that. That's not the type of energy we need. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't need that. You know what I mean? Every time you put that nigga out there, hey, that nigga get to trucking, boy. I'll be like, man. But I say all that to say, because we gonna need now. Another thing is, you feel me? Because it seems like the whole year somebody always out. We ain't never had our whole fucking team. You know what I mean? If Clay ain't here, if Clay here, Dre ain't here. If Dre here, Clay ain't here. If they both here, Steph ain't here now. You know what I mean? Wiggins been out the past few games. GP2 been out. You know what I mean? The past few weeks. Andre Iguodala. I mean, damn. I mean, this nigga, it's like they got this nigga in bubble wrap. You know, we want to slave him for the playoffs. If he don't play at all, you run the risk of putting this nigga out there in the playoffs and his old ass gonna tear some shit because he ain't been fucking playing. I mean, I know it's practice and all that shit, but y'all niggas don't practice that much like that nowadays. How they used to practice back in the day. It don't be a whole bunch of practices and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, Iggy, I mean, this got to be his last year or something, man. Because this nigga, I mean, it's like, when is this nigga gonna play? We could use him out there, but you know, we've been able to stay afloat. We still, after all of this shit, bro, we still got the what, third best record in the league right now. That's crazy. And we ain't had our whole team. You know what I'm saying? So and then sometimes they be just resting niggas. It's been so. You know, and then now shit Moody. Moody got hurt last night too in that game, his shoulder. So, man, we just need to get Steph back in 2-3 weeks. Get everybody back. You know what I'm saying? Iggy, you know, niggas need to get a few games in before the playoffs start. Now, is it a necessity? Nah, it ain't a necessity because we got 5 players on the team right now for the championship years. When you talk about Steph, Clay, Dre, that's 3. Iggy, that's 4, and Looney. Okay, he was there the last 2 championships. So Looney actually been there since 2016. Looney was a rookie the year we lost to Cleveland. Looney's rookie year was a 73-9 year. So Looney don't really know nothing else but winning. You know what I mean? Except for the last 2 years after, you know, KD left and niggas was hurt, and then last year too, and you know, it was just two get back right kind of years. So that shit don't even count. You feel me? And even last year we still should have. We was the 8th seed last. Motherfuckers forget. Last year was the first year of this play-in bullshit. That was the very first year. How we started out last year, we looked like we was the worst fucking team in the league. But then, as the year started to go on, we got better and better and better. And then Steph just went super though. That's how he went from like nowhere in the MVP conversation to a MVP finalist. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga went crazy the second half of the motherfucking season. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole talk of, oh, you know what I mean? You know, because we was always like around that 8, 9, 10 seed. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, but he missed a few games last year too. So what people forget is he missed 8 games last year. And those 8 games, the Warriors went 1-7. In the games where he played, because y'all got to remember, last year it was only a 72-game season. It wasn't a full 82. And in the games that Steph Curry played last year, they was like 8 or 9 games above 500 last year. You know what I mean? When the team was supposed to be trash. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no Clay. You know what I'm saying? Dre was there, and some of the other players that's there now it wasn't no GP2 was on and off. He was kind of like still trying to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have Otto Porter. We didn't have Bill Belicia. We didn't have and then Juan Toscano made his he welcomed himself, you know, to the NBA world last year. It made it known who he was, just as far as not made it known who he was, like he's a star, but just as far as like he came on the scene, like, oh, okay, they got another little piece, you know what I'm saying? But he was still grinding, you know what I mean? And so like last year the team was supposed to be trash, which they did start out that way. But Steph going supernova, along with the fact that Steve Kerr is a great coach, and as the year went on, the team started to gel and just got better and better and better and better. And you know what I mean? We ended up what? So we ended up 39-33. You know what I mean? So that was good enough to be the 8th seed. Any other year, we would have been the 8th seed. And last year, Utah was the team in the West that was like the top seed. So it would have been us against Utah. You know what I'm saying? But because of the play-in, we played the Lakers in the first play-in game. Should have won that game. Steph went crazy. We should have won that one. They end up coming back somehow, winning it, whatever. And then we had to play the second play-in game. So if you the 7th or the 8th seed, so the play-in is 7, 8, 9, 10. If you the 7 and 8 seed, the 7, 8 seed play each other. Whoever wins is the for sure 7 seed, and whoever loses got to play the winner of the 9, 10 seed game. So we lost that game. We had to play the winner of the 9 and 10 seed game, which was who won that game was Memphis. So we had to play them. And at that point, it's just like a one game, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas just had a bad game. It ended up going in overtime. Them niggas won the game. You feel me? And then, so we didn't even make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? When we should have made the playoffs as an 8th seed. You know what I mean? If the whole play-in shit wouldn't have been in. But whatever. But I'm just saying that to say people forget how we ended the year last year, you feel me, is that led us into, you know what I mean, how good we started this year off. You know what I'm saying? So our whatever they want to call it, momentum or whatever, it carried and transferred into the next season, which is this season. So, but now Steph is hurt. You know, Marcus Smart, who plays hard for the Boston Celtics, you know what I mean? A lot of people call him a guard version of Draymond, you know, diving for a loose ball, end up rolling up on Steph's foot, and they saying Steph has a sprained foot ligament or some shit like that. And it said that he's gonna be out, you know, like 3 weeks or some shit like that, which gives him time to come back a little bit before the playoffs or right around the playoffs. So, you know, was it a dirty play? I'm gonna say exactly what Draymond said because I agree with Draymond. No, I wasn't a dirty play because that's how Marcus Smart plays. Not only is that's how Marcus Smart plays, like, you know, like I say, like y'all heard me say in a lot of my videos, I don't play basketball no more like that, organized basketball, nothing like that. But I grew up playing basketball up until high school and even attempted in college, junior college, whatever. By that time, I was already doing something. But anyway, because of that, I'm always going to consider myself an athlete. I'm not actively playing sports, but I always consider myself an athlete or a former athlete or whatever. You feel me? And as my main sport was basketball. I played a little football, but I played some baseball too. But my main sport was basketball. In basketball, we taught since grade school about hustling hard, you know, loose, you know, go after all the loose balls, you know what I'm saying? The you know how important it is to, you know, to be able to get the possession of loose balls and play defense and all that. So we taught on, like Draymond said, from every level of basketball, you know what I mean? You know, CYO leagues and AAU, in grade school, and you know, in junior high school, college, all the way till they make it to the NBA. You're taught to, if there's a loose ball and the ball is on the ground, nine out of 10 times, the man that dive on the floor to get the ball is gonna get the possession of the ball. You know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10 times. So that's what we taught. It's a loose ball, dive on the ball. So that's all he was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was a dirty play, but I do agree with Draymond that it was a little bit unnecessary. Or I know not a little bit. It was. I know what was all. How can you say it's a little bit unnecessary? No, that's real shit. It ain't. It's either unnecessary or it ain't. It ain't just a little bit. So yeah, I think it was unnecessary because Steph basically had the ball right there. You know what I'm saying? And but he didn't fully have it. So he was, he dove on the floor, you know what I mean, for a last minute grasp of the ball, you know what I mean, try to get the possession for his team. You know what I mean? He played hard. Marcus Smart played hard. So, yeah, so now Steph Curry, he got a little injury now. And for me, like I said, the only thing I'm not concerned about the injury or nothing like that. It's just the fact that you're trying to get, the whole 1,005 days since the last time Steph, Clay, and Dre played together in 2019 or whatever. And now we finally get all three of them back, and they basically only get through a game and a half before somebody goes down. And like I said, Steph ain't done for the year. You know what I mean? He's done for 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month at the most. You know what I mean? So he'll be back shortly. But you just want to just see all of them out there, you know what I mean? Just to, but one, just to see them out there, because all three of them ain't been on the court, for hella long, in hella long. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to see that as a Warrior fan, just see them niggas out there again doing what they do. And then lastly, just for the championship run, you know what I mean? So they could be able to. I mean, they don't need a whole bunch. Is it a necessity? No, it's not a necessity, but it's something that you want just because it has, even though them niggas know each other and they've been playing together for 10 years and all of that other shit. If I've been knowing a nigga for 15 years, but I go 3 or 4 years without seeing him, and then I run back into him, and now we kicking it again. Yeah, I still know him, but I mean, damn, it was 3 years in between the last time I seen him and now. So it's gonna be a little catching up that need to be done. You know what I mean? What's been going on over the past 3 years? You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. That's all it is. But the fact that they have played together for 10 years straight, it's not going take them that long to eat. Not even if they don't even need Steph, Clay, and Dre don't even need to get chemistry done. They got chemistry right now. I just mean where they clicking on all cylinders like it's 2016 all over again. That's what I mean. You feel me? But they got so much chemistry and rapport that, I mean, they could just come back on the court like that, and everything could be like a well-oiled machine. But you feel me? Just to be, like I said, just to be at the top of the top where it could be, as far as, you know what I'm saying, them three clicking. You feel me? You just want them to be you just want to see it, man. Let me see. This is my first time seeing this, so let me see what these motherfuckers finna say.
So I am going to show you in the next 2 minutes.
33 minutes to go.
So Woj, what are you hearing about Steph's MRI and any potential timeline for his foot injury?
George, Ramona Shelburne and I are told, a left foot sprain, and that there's optimism initially that Steph Curry would be back by the start of the playoffs in mid-April. He's getting a specialist to evaluate that imaging today, but the initial evaluation was perhaps in the 3-week range. And, the hope is that Steph Curry can return without having to miss any postseason basketball.
All right, Woj, thank you so much. Obviously, a semi-fluid situation. We'll stay tuned to it. So thank you, Woj. Appreciate it.
Thanks, George.
All right, there he is. All right, we now welcome in Raz Goldenwude. Raz, you were on the sideline last night. What was the mood of the team in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, the team was emotionally charged, and especially after Steph left the game.
Everybody trying to hear you. But you feel me? I'm gonna say this. Steph gonna be back by game 1. It's 12 games left in the season for the Warriors. Some teams got 13, some teams got 12, some teams may have 10 or 11 games, but everybody's at the end of their season. We, the Warriors, we got 12 games left after last night. You feel me? We don't play tonight, we don't play tomorrow, and we don't play Saturday. Next game is Sunday. So at the most, he's just gonna miss the last 12 games of the season. That's at the most. Steph Curry gonna be back game 1 of the playoffs. That's off top. It's no like I put whatever type of money on it. I don't give a damn. You feel me? He ain't missing no playoff time. The injury ain't that. It's not that significant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I know. Oh, how you gonna say that? Nigga, it ain't your foot, nigga. It's not. You feel me? I don't give a damn. Nigga, it's a championship on the line. You're getting paid $45 million a year. You feel me? You got to play through that. Yeah. You got to play through that. You feel me? If this was Kobe, I know, he not Kobe, but if if this is Kobe, you think if Kobe get that little ankle injury that Steph Curry got last night, and he got 3 to 4 weeks to heal before the start of the playoff, you think he ain't gonna be ready for game 1? Bitch, even if he wasn't gonna be ready for game 1, he gonna be ready. You know what I'm talking about? So Steph at the most, he just gonna miss the last 12 games of the year. You feel me? But I think he probably gonna, because they ain't gonna rush him back. Man, the Warriors, I don't know if y'all niggas, you know what I mean? Whoever is a fan of the Warriors, these niggas be cautious with these niggas, man. Niggas like James Wiseman right now. James Wiseman probably could have came back like 3-4 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Probably about a month ago. But they being so careful with him, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean? Because if he playing in the G League, now he played 3 games already, gonna play another one. If he playing in the G League, that means he ready to play. You know what I mean? It's just they just trying to get him. They don't want to just throw him immediately into he's still a young player. You know what I mean? So you don't want to immediately throw him into a NBA game. You know what I mean? Throw him into 3 or 4, you know what I mean? Maybe 5 G League games, you know what I'm saying? To get him ready. Because he did say after that first game, because he even played well in every game. You know what I mean? The nigga, boy, James Wiseman, that nigga done bulked up. Nigga, that nigga looking mean, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but he said after the first game, he was like, yeah, I was nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been like a year since I played. You know what I mean? Not nervous like scared, but just nervous like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like before I perform. Anytime before I perform. Nigga, I done did 1,000 shows, nigga. You know what I mean? But anytime before I go on stage, I get nervous just because, you know what I mean? It's just the anxiety of just wanting to get out there. So that's all it was. But that's why that's why they did that. You know what I mean? To give him, you know what I mean? But James Wiseman looking nice, man. But I forgot why I was saying that. But man, yeah. So that's all it is, man. Well, oh yeah. So Steph gonna be back game 1. Yeah, but they be hella cautious, man, with the injuries and shit. Like Draymond could have probably came back 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they like, nah, we gonna, you know what I mean? You feel me? Especially with the Clay shit, you know what I mean? Clay was out for a year and then came back and then got hurt again when he was supposed to come back. So, you know what I mean? I feel him with being a little cautious, but I'm just saying that to say, you feel me? Being cautious would be like, oh yeah, he might miss the first 1 or 2 games of the playoff. No. Ain't no missing no 1 or 2 games of the playoff. You can't play around with that. You know what I mean? If it's by that time, his shit will be 100% healed, if not 100%, like 90. You know what I mean? So whatever little, pain or whatever that may be up in there, if it's just something you can play through, you got to play through it. If it go all bad, it go all bad. But you got to play through it, bro, because it's the playoffs now. Ain't no more time for resting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you did all that shit in the fucking season and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to play. So, hey, if you're a little nicked up, you gotta You got to suck that shit up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to suck that shit up. Jordan Poole doing his thing. So if you can't do a lot of the running around, at least you can just be out there and be a decoy. Because as long as Steph out there, that nigga could go 1 for 20 for 3. They still gonna triple team the nigga. This shit is crazy. This shit is ridiculous. Now that's the only thing I say, nigga, about you know. I say, nigga, ain't nobody better than Jordan, but I ain't never seen nobody, nigga, the way they be defending Steph Curry. They ain't even defend Jordan like that. I mean, this shit is fucking ridiculous. They got 3, 4, 5. They got the whole team on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So as long as he out there, he a threat. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be able to open up. He gonna be able to open up the the floor for everybody else and shit like that. So yeah. He gonna be out there game 1. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that. But you know, it's just bad luck. You know what I mean? Soon as we've been waiting on Clay. Clay come back. Dre hurt. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting on Dre. Dre come back. Steph hurt. I mean, damn. I mean, all I want is for these niggas to win one more championship over the next 2 or 3 years, bro. That's all. Just give me one more. That'll be one before KD, one after KD. If not, it's all good. They done gave all us three rings. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that in itself. Legacy is already cemented for these niggas, Hall of Famers, all the shit already. But I just want one more. I just want one more just to like cap it off. Kind of like Kobe, for example. Even if he wouldn't have won them last 2 rings, he would have still went down as one of the greatest of all time and all that shit. 3 rings, but them last 2 put him. Them last 2 is what put him. What to me, he the second greatest player of all time. That's just me. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But them last 2 championships that he won is what put him in that what most people, top 10. It'd be crazy to me when motherfuckers be having Kobe at 8, 9, 10 all time. Like, huh? Like what the fuck is y'all niggas watching? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, you gonna tell me that? Like, I just don't. To me, Kobe should definitely be in everybody top 5, off top. But hey, a lot of niggas ain't got him in not a lot of niggas, probably like because a lot of fans, we got him in, shit, our top 5. I got him at number 2, you know what I'm saying, after Jordan. But most media members, or like, when I see rankings, that's media driven, or ESPN or whatever, and not just ESPN, but other big media outlets and shit. Whenever I see a all-time NBA list, they always got that nigga at like 8 or 9 or 10 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, man, that's some wild ass shit right there. But you feel me? The last 2 championships, even if they put him there, to even say that he's one of the top 8 or 9 players of all time, that's still a hell of a motherfucking to say you one of the 8 or 9. Oh, because that means you were better than a lot of other motherfuckers that was great and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the last 2 championships is what put him there. Maybe without those, he would, probably only be like top 20 or some shit. You know what I mean? Not saying that he would be like number 20, but I'm saying they, most maybe, if he wouldn't have got them last 2 rings, maybe he would only be ranked like maybe in people, most people's 11 through 20 range or whatever. But when Kobe did that and got them last 2, like that put him, that solidified him, that put him on the okay, Jordan level kind of shit. You know what I mean? 5 rings, that them last 2 gave him 5 in total. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that put him right there. You know what I'm saying? So Steph, they get one more. I mean, just the fact that they are back in contention for a championship is dope within itself. I always knew they was gonna be here. I said 60 wins before the start of this season. Now they're not gonna fully get to 60 wins. They can at right now, even if they win their last 12 games in a row, the most they can get to is 59. Because we right now, I believe we 47-23 after last night's game. Yeah, 47-23. So, they're gonna be somewhere, probably now. Now it depends because Steph ain't gonna play, a lot of these games, if not all 12 of them. So, and they ain't gonna lose all 12. But even if he don't play all 12, they ain't finna go 0-12. I mean, not saying that they gonna go 12-0 either, but you know what I mean. I'll probably give them like without Steph in these games, at best maybe 6-6, 5-7, or something like that. So they're probably gonna end up getting to about 52, 53 wins this year. Probably like they find the final record probably be like 52-30, 53-29, some shit like that. I don't see them getting more than 55 wins now, though. I definitely would see 55 wins with Steph, you know what I mean? But without Steph, they might fall a little short of it. But as long as they get to 50 wins now, hey, I'm good. I said 60 at the beginning of the year. I won't be far off, you know what I mean? But most people didn't even see this. So the fact that they already right back into like a championship contender again, you know what I'm saying? That says a lot about Steph, you know what I mean? That says a lot about Steve Kerr and the coaching staff and just the organization in itself. Says a lot about Draymond and Clay as well, but shit, because after KD left, y'all know what it was. Y'all know what niggas was saying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody even people that's so-called knowledgeable about the game, even people in it, media members in this market right here in the Bay Area was even saying, hey, the Warriors dynasty is over. It's a wrap. It's done. It's and I was saying from the get-go, it's not over, bro. It's not over. It looked bleak right after because KD left, went to the Nets. I was ready for him to leave anyway. You know what I mean? You can go back. I got the receipts on my Facebook page, on my Twitter. I had been saying that. Like, man, I'm ready for KD to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because before KD, we didn't have all that drama and shit and all that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, yeah. You know what I mean? It was just a team, and we had worked ourselves to being what we was, and it was Steph's team, but it was Steph, Clay, and Dre's team. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Steph was the number one dog. You know what I mean? He was the number one nigga, but it wasn't. It wasn't one. It wasn't one of them things to where it wasn't no ego and all that shit involved. You know what I'm saying? We was a team. Once Clay and once KD came, all that bullshit started. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't all the way in. Because how emotional and sensitive he is. Well, y'all already started something before me, even though y'all accepted me. Y'all already won before me and this and that. And I know I'm a great player, but I don't want to step on y'all toes and try to like get somebody to feel sorry for. I'm on the outside looking in because y'all, I'm on the outside looking in. Y'all already, man, can I be, can I, like, just a whole bunch of just drama and just bitch shit. So I was ready for KD to leave because I honestly knew what we still had. Like, I knew that motherfucker. And then when Steph did what he did last year, in second half of the season, went crazy, went supernova, and got back into and almost won the motherfucking MVP as a motherfucking 8 seed. You know what I'm saying? You heard all of the doubters and all the talking about, well, Steph Curry, he's still, I think, when KD came over here with, it's not, you start hearing people say, it's not that I didn't, it's not that we didn't think he couldn't do this anymore. We just hadn't seen it in so long because KD was here and he didn't have to do all of this. So I guess I just forgot about this, Steph. Man, I never forgot about that, Steph. That's why I wanted this nigga KD to leave. Because I'm like, bro, you robbing us. You being here is now granted, we won championship. So I'm not okay, we won championship. But and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Would I have been opposed to him staying? I wouldn't have been opposed to him staying, but I wasn't mad if he was going to leave. I totally was not mad because I knew that so now it's not going to be, because we was already a championship team, a good team. When KD came, that just made us unbeatable, like to where it wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? That's what that did. So when you subtract that, then we just go back to what we are now, a team like that has a chance to win a championship, just like 4 or 5 other teams in the league. You know what I'm saying? Or, like that's, so we don't go from being what we was with KD to all of a sudden now we just trash. It don't, we still had Steph, Clay, and Dre. Y'all do know that's the trio that started this shit, right? With Iggy and Bogut and Harrison Barnes and the Blur, Leandro Barbosa. We're gonna be championship, and everybody else we had. So I always knew what the Warriors is doing this year has not surprised me at all. I'm actually disappointed. I'm not totally disappointed, but when I'm, some part of me is a little bit frustrated and disappointed a little bit because I feel like their record should be better than what it is right now. You know what I mean? I feel at times they started out so good. I think that maybe like they knew that they had the potential to be this good, but I think maybe they even surprised themselves just a little bit. And the Warriors, even in our 5-year championship run, the Warriors had a bad habit of, getting cocky, you know what I mean, in games and thinking that the game is over and stop playing and letting the team come back. You know what I mean? To where a lot of times, a team wouldn't come back and win it. We would ultimately buckle down and get it, but sometimes they would. And now this year, when we let teams come back, they winning them games. You know what I'm saying? So right now we got 47 wins. I could count. It's 5 or 6 games right now off the top of my head that I could say we should have won. Games we should have had for sure. And we would already be over 50 wins. You know what I'm saying? With a chance to still get to 60. So, not. I'm saying that, knowing that we not 70 win, the 73-9 win season Warrior type of good. Even though we started out that way, we started out 18-2 and shit. But I think they got out to that great start and then kind of let their guard down a little bit, knowing that because they did all that shit without Clay, knowing Clay was coming back, and then they kind of all right, we cemented in the first or second season, and they start cruising. Then Dre got hurt, so then when he got hurt, now you're going to lose some games because that's a key component to your team that's not there for 30 games. So, and what he brings to the table, nobody else, what he brings to this team, nobody else can replace that. Nobody else on the team can replace that. You know what I'm saying? So, we were able to manage without him. We at least had a winning record. We was 16-15. You know what I'm saying? So we were basically average without Draymond. But without Steph, it's potential, that these, because he's the nucleus of this whole thing that makes everything You know, it's like he's the sun, and everybody else are the planets rotating around the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like without that, all the other shit can't even function. You know what I'm saying? Like straight the fuck up. So now that's the reason why even when KD was here, go back and look at the numbers in the record, in the stats. It shows when KD was here, the games where Steph didn't play, but KD did, and the rest of the Warriors was there. The Warriors were still a good team, but they were not as good, from an offensive standpoint, from an overall team record standpoint, and just from an overall standpoint, it shows that. But that when Steph played and KD didn't play, nothing dropped off. Nothing really dropped off. Everything stayed the same. You know what I mean? As far as like the offensive efficiency numbers and, how fast paced the team is, the number of threes made, 3-point percentages, all of that stuff stayed basically the same without KD when he was there, when Steph played. But when Steph didn't play, but KD did, the team went from being, a supernova type team to just a regular good team. You know what I'm saying? Still won more of their games than they lost. And so it just shows, the fact that KD came over here, that's why that whole Finals MVP thing just blew out of proportion, man. Like, for one, Steph should he should have at least one. He should have won that one in 2015. They gave it to Andre Iguodala, but that was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Steph, go back and look at his numbers. You know what I mean? And in particular, go look at his numbers, games 4 through 6. 4 or 5 games, 4, 5, and 6, which the Warriors won consecutively to win the championship. They was down 2-1 in that series against the GOAT, LeBron James. And everybody want to use, they didn't have Kyrie and they didn't have Kevin Love. Y'all be telling me Kevin Love ain't shit. So what do it matter that he wasn't there? Kyrie, okay, I understand I give you a little bit, a little bit of Kyrie, but Kyrie wasn't doing nothing over there with the Cavs before LeBron James came back over there. So the key component was still there. LeBron James. Don't try to take that away from us like that. Try to say, there's no blah, blah. What you think they would have said? They wouldn't have been like, Pippen didn't play. So, nah, nigga, Jordan was still out there. Nigga, y'all want to talk about a nigga to GOAT, but want to use you supposed, if you the GOAT, see, how you get the GOAT title is you overcome that. You able to overcome the fact that maybe your second or third best player ain't there. They was up 2-1 in the series with game 4 at home. If you win that game, you up 3-1, the series is over. The Warriors ain't coming back from 3-1 deficit at that point. Because the Warriors wasn't champions yet at that time. They hadn't won no championship. That was their first championship. They had a great year. Steph Curry was the MVP. But they hadn't won a championship yet. They was learning how to win still. So that's my thoughts on that, man. I'm going off on a tangent now. And I said this wasn't gonna be a long video. Nigga, I'm damn near at an hour and 30. You feel me? So, but that basically it, man. Snacks on Sports, man. I'll be back with another one. Lakers, y'all niggas suck. And this just shows that LeBron James ain't the motherfucking GOAT. He's a motherfucking joke. Yeah, I'm talking about. Now, yeah, man. Hey, Lakers suck. Russ, you being exposed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't go to the Hall of Fame, but you being exposed is not being as good as motherfuckers think you. I already knew. I already said the nigga was all them triple doubles was fugazi. You know what I mean? You chasing the shit. You chasing stats and having niggas move out the way so you can grab a rebound and all of that. Man, please. Niggas seen through all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Warriors. It ain't nothing with the Lakers. It ain't Frank Vogel's fault. I'm gonna keep saying that. All that. And this is what happens when I don't give a fuck how great of a player that you is. I don't give a fuck. The Chicago Bulls showed you the blueprint on how you do it. You know, yeah, they would, you know, they might hear out Michael Jordan and some suggestions, but they gonna make the final decision. They not gonna be like, oh, well, this is Michael Jordan, so we just gonna do whatever he say. Nah. If they would have did whatever he said, who knows? They probably wouldn't have won 6 championships. Just because of little small things like that can be the difference in winning or losing a championship. Maybe he would have wanted somebody that wouldn't have been a great fit for the team, and maybe that player that one change like that with somebody that Michael Jordan won't versus somebody else that was on the team that actually helped win the championship. Maybe that little change is the change that stops them from winning one of those championships or so. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But what I do know is that they wasn't just, it wasn't, you know, you hear out what your superstar says, but you don't like if Jerry Reinsdorf or whoever else in the front office feels like whatever suggestion you making is not going to be, or he has a better option. You know what I mean? He want to go in a different direction, and he feel like that's going to be better for the team. That's the decision to make because that's his job. Players play. It's just that simple. And I think the Golden State Warriors is another good example because I'm gonna hear out Steph. I'm gonna hear out Clay. Dre is in the war room, and you know at the NBA, you know, in the NBA draft, he helping make draft picks, all that shit. But bro, at the end of the day, it's up to Bob Myers and you know and Joe Lacob and the owners and suggestions from Steve Kerr to all of them to collaborate and make the right decision. Yeah, well, I'm gonna hear out what, you know, just like the Steph, Clay, and Dre at the beginning of the season, they preferred to keep Avery Bradley, and I wanted to keep him too because Avery Bradley was on the squad in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? Before they cut him, and the Lakers picked him up. I wanted to keep Avery Bradley, but if they would have kept Avery Bradley, we wouldn't have had GP2. They ended up being right about that. GP2 has been his breakout year as a defender in this league. You know what I'm saying? And he then came up big and hit some timely threes and he played big around the basket. The nigga only like what 6'4", 6'5", you know, 6'3", 6'4", something like that. And I mean, he got boings out of this world. He bounced in a motherfucker. And I mean, and we would have not seen this had we kept Avery Bradley. And then look at Avery Bradley. Now, is the environment that he playing in, the team that he playing on with the Lakers, maybe is, you know, maybe will he be able to show his talents a little bit better on another team, on maybe that a team that was doing better or whatever? Maybe so, but he's definitely not he's not the defender that he was like when he was with Boston and shit. And he's not as agile. He's not as he's not as young. He's not as bouncy and as spry as GP2. So that was a decision where they made the right decision basically by not listening to their star players. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. So the Lakers are in this situation because they sitting up there letting LeBron James and Anthony Davis, but mainly LeBron James, really make all the fucking decisions. You know, it's what it is. This is what happens when you letting the fucking player, run your fucking team and shit. Say what coach they want, and what coach they don't. Like, hey, y'all think the players, the Warriors players, wanted to get rid of Mark Jackson? No, they was publicly opposed to that. Steph Curry even said it. I was opposed to it. Like, what? Steve Kerr man, you know, it's like, man, it wasn't a negative against Steve Kerr when he came on. It was just like, bro, this nigga Mark Jackson took us from nothing to he done something for the Warriors that ain't happened in over 20 years. Back-to-back playoff appearances and back-to-back playoff appearances and a 50-win season. You know what I'm saying? Every year he improved. He was only with us for 3 years. The first year, you know, was a foundational year. Set the foundation, rebuild. So we're gonna be, you know, a bad team as far as like record wise, but we're gonna be a good team as far as we're gonna let it be known, let the NBA know that we here. Okay, that was the first year. His very next year, the second year, we make the playoffs for the first time in over like a decade and shit. You know what I'm saying? The very next year, we win 50 games and make the playoffs again. So when they let go of Mark Jackson, that was just like, what the fuck is going on here? But they was saying, oh yeah, Warriors fans, hold my motherfucking beer. yeah. We got this nigga that's finna come on up on this motherfucker and win y'all 3 motherfucking championships. So shut the fuck up. And they knew what the fuck they was talking about. No, that's nothing, no disrespect to Mark Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I was actually saying early on that I believe Mark Jackson would have ended up winning the championship just like Steve Kerr did. Now, I don't know if I believe that so much, you know what I'm saying? But I do believe that the Warriors would have still been good. They would have still at least been continued to, but I think maybe they would have capped out. Maybe we would have did what the Thunder did, because really the OKC Thunder was really the Warriors before the Warriors. That was really supposed to be that next little team, little dynasty or whatever, outside of whatever team LeBron was on, because you know that nigga be bouncing around like the league like a prostitute trying to figure out what, you know, what team he can join to get him an easy ass championship. You feel me? But outside of that, the OKC with KD, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Steven Adams, they had Reggie Jackson back then, they had Serge Ibaka, like they was that team. That was the team that helped in basically ending the last of what we know of Kobe's Lakers. You know what I'm saying? They had surpassed, you know, past them or whatnot. So, and Kobe's obviously, you know, Kobe's last, you know, years and shit. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end. But yeah, man. You know, the Lakers are a bad team. It just is what it is. A bad team. So that's that. Warriors, you know, I'll probably do another one of these Warriors Steph injury update kind of videos in like 2 or 3 weeks, you know, kind of when we got a clearer picture, like when he gonna come back and shit, and I'll see where the team is at and what's, you know, how we've been playing since he's been gone. So, but that's basically it, man. Y'all run this back, share this, like it, subscribe, all that shit. That's the first time I even said that in any one of my videos. I don't be saying, oh, like before, hey man, like and subscribe, and there ain't nothing wrong with saying that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just grinding my shit out, having fun with this shit, Snacks on Sports. But yeah, y'all do that. Share it, like it, subscribe. You know, hit the notification bell. You know what I'm talking about? What them niggas be talking about. But yeah, Snacks on Sports. I'm gone. I'll be back with another one.